Hi, Missing. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
Pretty good.
Dude, guess what today is?
What's today?
Today is Sunday.
Today's Sunday. Yes, it is.
But here's the weird thing. We're coming to you, my friends at home, from the past for the future. Because tomorrow, which is Monday, which is when we would normally have Ants and Zucchini live, we're live now. But when you see this, we won't be live. We'll be previously live. I have to pick Miss Jill up at the airport. So I will not be here, but I wanted to film this for you so that we could talk about this letter.
Coal.
Oh
C is for coal.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, I didn't. Oh, that's so cool.
We are talking about the letter C, and this is exciting. C is one of those letters that makes two sounds. It's not a vowel, but it does make two sounds. Don't worry about it. It's probably not developmentally appropriate, but a C can sometimes make two sounds. Now, again, this is kind of a weird thing because we're in the future, but in the past. But we're going to pretend that it's tomorrow when you're seeing this. So today is June 21st, 2021. Yesterday was Sunday. Today is Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Flowers. You can see the seeds. We used to have flowers up here.
Yes.
And sand castles. You could build sand castles. And it might be shorts time because it is summer, my friends.
It is summer.
Now, today it's sunny, but I'm thinking tomorrow when we see this, which is Monday, which is now, it might be a little cloudy. And we're just going to pretend that it's going to be sunny all week. That's it. We're just going to pretend. Other things about the summer. You can visit the summer library in the summer. We're open 10 to 7, Monday through Thursday, 10 to 5, Friday and Saturday. So come on down. You might want a towel if you're wet. Bathing suits. You could wear a bathing suit. Some people wear their bathing suit in the library. As long as you have shoes on and your mask. I don't see what's wrong with that. The sun. And if you're coming to the library, what do you need, Miss Eileen?
Well, you need a coat because you're always cold.
Yes, you need a coat if you're coming to the library. But right now, my friends, I'm going to sing that little song to you. Hello, everybody, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hello, everybody, and how are you? How are you today? I said, hello, everybody, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hello, everybody, and how are you? How are you today? Now, Miss Eileen, what we typically do is we sing about our 26 friends. You ready?
Ready.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? A, B, no. Okay. All right, so that's okay. And we are talking about the letter C today. And we have our letter C song. It makes two sounds, okay? A soft sound and a hard sound. Isn't that the sounds you usually make?
Yes, usually. And I also do some wonderful things when I hang out with other letters.
We won't go into that right now. But when you're sounding soft, what do you sound like? S. S. The letter C goes s. 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 The letter C goes s. When it's sounding soft. Like, what's a soft sound word that you might make? Can you think of one, Miss Eileen?
Do
you live in the country or in the city? City. What else? Have you ever gone to the circus? Circus. Right. What else? Oh, I know. Oh, we'll get to this later. But anyway, and then when you're making like a hard sound, what sound do you make? K. Okay, so the letter K goes k.
Wait a minute. Letter K?
Oh my gosh! I'm sorry. The letter K goes k. So that's the deal there. I was testing. The letter C goes k. The letter C goes k. When it's sounding hard.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. And now we're going to sing a little song about the letter C. And I think this is it. I think. It might be. Yeah, I think this is it. You ready? You ready for me? Unless this is B. Let me see.
C is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. C is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. C is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. C is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet.
There's a hard sound. Like cow, maybe. Country.
Cat.
Cool. Cat.
Cookie.
Candy.
Now it's a clown. Driving a car. With a cat.
He was in the library.
Cold.
Oh, here's the soft sound. Kind of sounds like S. It does sound like S.
I went to the circus. In the center of the city. It costs 5 cents.
It was a long time ago. It just cost 5 cents. La 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 la.
Write in uppercase
You
C
can do it. You know you can. Look at that.
Write in
Uppercase C.
in the
Let
air.
me show ya.
Write in uppercase C in the air.
Watch this, Miss Eileen.
Write in uppercase C in the air.
Like that.
Write a
And
lowercase C
lowercase is
in
just
the
smaller.
air. Write a lowercase c in the air. Write a lowercase c in the air. Write a lowercase c in the air.
On the letter C. Dance with me on the letter C.
C is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. C is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. C is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. C is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet.
All right, letter C. Thank you.
Yay!
But you know what? I have now. Miss Rebecca's going to be really sad that she wasn't here.
And who do you have?
Look who's here.
It's me, Mr. C. Mr. C and Miss Rebecca loves me. She loves me more than Miss Cindy Binns loves Phil Dunphy. She loves me. Here's capital C on the top of my cap. Here's lowercase c on the back of my cap.
And you are looking fine. You are absolutely looking fine.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm excited that you guys are talking about the letter C. Why don't you invite Miss Eileen to sit down?
Why don't you have a seat, Miss Eileen? Here,
Okay.
have a seat. Let me bring over the chair, which is another word that starts with C, but that's a blend. We're not going to worry about it. Okay, so my friends, what I have today for our first book, this is kind of cool. This is our nonfiction book, our true book. And it's National Geographic Kids, City and Country. So it's kind of cool because both words start with the letter C, but this time C is making the soft sound, and this time C is making the hard sound. And let's see what happens.
Excellent.
I know, it's pretty cool. And at the beginning, as Miss Rebecca always talks about this, a good nonfiction book will have a table of contents. So if you just want to know about the sights and sounds of the country and city, right here, page 22. And you can just go to page 22. And let's start off with chapter 1. Places around the world. Look out your window. Do you see buildings, traffic, and crowded streets? If so, you live in a city. A city is in an urban area. Every city is different. An urban area is a place where many people live and work. Maybe you look outside and you see lots of open space. If so, you live in the country. The country is rural. Rural is the opposite of urban. A rural area can have fields and farms. It can have mountains too. Look at the pictures. Now, do they show a place that's urban or rural? Let's see. Now, this one has a cow, and there's not a lot of people, and it's a lot of open spaces. I would say that's the country. What do you think?
I think that's a country.
And then here we see a lot of people. That kind of looks like
The city.
the city to me. Now, here we have some corn. And I do want you to know, although it kind of looks like this, in the country, there are more things that start with other letters other than the letter C. It just so happens that we have a cow and some corn in the country.
Very good.
It's just like a coincidence,
Mhm.
which also starts with C. What about this? All these people here? Looks like the city. City home, country home. No matter where you live, there's no place like home. Many people in the world live in big cities, cities that are full of people. In big cities, homes are close together, and lots of people share the same outdoor space. In the country, there is more space and fewer people. There is a lot of space to run and play outside. Homes are often far apart, and people have fewer neighbors. Many people in the city live in row homes. Row homes share at least one wall with another home. Row homes sometimes look alike. See how these look the same, alike? In the country, homes don't touch each other. They don't always look alike. They don't always. In the city, people also live in apartments. Tall apartment buildings have many levels inside. There are lots of homes on each level, and people can ride the elevator up and down, unless you're claustrophobic, which is another C word. In the country, most homes have fewer levels. Houses aren't as tall. They have more space to be wide. So this is like a wide house, and this is a tall house. City people don't always have much green space. They find creative ways to share the land, though. They grow pretty flowers and vegetables together. In the country, many people have big yards, and they can grow their own pretty flowers and vegetables. Your turn. Okay, match the word. All right, so what is the row house? Remember the row house? These are houses that all look the same and houses that share a wall. That is not the row house.
No.
We know that, okay? And I think this is the row house.
I think that's a row house too.
Yeah, a yard.
A yard.
Now, here we have a little bit of a yard, but I think this is what they're going for here.
Right.
Primarily, this is a yard picture and a child in a yard. This is not a yard. The child is in the yard. What about this? What's this?
An apartment.
I think that's an apartment. And here we have a house.
Yes.
Yeah. Sights and sounds, chapter 3. There are lots of things to see in the city. Tall buildings tower over people and traffic. Bright lights blink. People are all around. You can see people traveling in the city. They take trains, buses, and taxis. All kind of different ways to get around in the city. In the country, you might see rolling green fields. Goats, cows, and sheep roam through pastures. They eat grass in the countryside. You can see lakes in the country. People play and swim in the water. Cities are full of sounds. You can hear street musicians singing, kids playing in the park, and friends laughing in crowded shops. In the city, you can hear taxis honk, street sellers calling out loudly. That ice cream, it looks pretty good. Sounds fill the country too. You can hear cows mooing and trains whistling, tractors rumble across fields, and insects chirp day and night. In the country, you can hear water rushing in a stream, frogs croak, and fish splash. There are lots of things to smell in the city. People sell spicy vegetables on the sidewalk. The smell of freshly baked bread fills the air outside a corner bakery. And I'm really hungry. You can smell many different things when people live close together. In the country, you can smell freshly cut grass. The air is clean and the smells of nature all around. Some people live near cornfields. They smell sweet corn when it gets picked. You can see, hear, and smell things everywhere. Your turn. Tell a story about each one of these pictures. What might you see, hear, and smell? All right, so here's some people walking in what looks to be like the country, I think. And they might see trees and maybe some animals, and they might smell the air. I don't know what else they would smell. Does it look like water? Can you smell water?
Like a lake?
I guess you can. Yeah. And they might hear each other laughing and stuff like that. And that's pretty cool. Here's some people in the country, and those are some cows, and I bet I know what they can smell.
I think so
Because
too.
everybody, all living
And you
things
can
go to
hear
the
them
restroom.
talk
You could
by
hear them
mooing.
You could hear them mooing, yes, and smell them too.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a city, and boy, I bet you could smell those flowers. I bet you could probably, oh yeah, look, there's like a bakery. Where is this? This looks like Philadelphia. Anyway, yeah. You could smell that good food. You could
Or if
smell
they
the
have
flowers.
some baked goods, you could
Baked
smell.
goods.
You could smell baked goods,
Muffins.
muffins.
Let's turn the page. Life in the city and the country. No matter where they live, people in the city and the country like to do many of the same things. They play sports and ride bikes. They go to work and go to school. Both city people and country people visit museums and go to concerts. Some city people take walks for fun. People walk on trails that wind through city parks. In the country, some people walk in the woods. They hike up and down mountain trails. Some city people take taxis and subways to get around. They might walk or bike to work and school. Some people ride city buses to travel longer distances. Some people who live in the country drive to work. Kids sometimes ride buses to school. Students in the city and country learn about similar things. Children everywhere study math, science, and history. They might also take art and music classes too. Many students learn about sports at school. Kids in the city and the country like to run and play. Wherever people live, wherever they call home, people who live in the city like to learn, play, and work. People who live in the country do too. Everyone likes to be with family and friends. No matter where home is, there is no place like it. And then you can see here, now, what is it like where you live? Now, there's one kind of thing. I think these people, they live in the city, it looks like. These people live in the country, or else they live in the city and they're visiting the country. And this could be anywhere, I think. That could be the suburbs, which we'll get into when we do letter S. Just kidding. Now, this, unfortunately, does not have something that a good nonfiction book should have. It doesn't have an index. So, good nonfiction books, I mean, I'm not ripping on you, I'm just saying. Okay, one mark of a good nonfiction book is that it has an index. So if you're like, where was it talking about the smell of the delicious freshly baked bread? You would find that page back here. You look up delicious freshly baked bread, but not everything's in the index. And you'd find it and go right to that page. So that's city and country. Now, Miss Eileen, do you live in the city?
I live in a suburb, so.
Suburbs. Yeah, that's where I live too. And that is a special area created, I don't know when, maybe around the 40s or 50s maybe, in America anyway, whenever people moved out of the more crowded cities but didn't move all the way into the country. And so I've always lived in the suburbs. But as I get older, I really feel like I am ready for city life. I really think that transportation would be a lot easier. There's just something about it. I never thought I would. I love the country. I love to go visit, national parks and things like that. But as I get older, I think, I think maybe I need to be moving to the city. So I'm not sure, but I don't know. But I love where I live now. I'm very thankful because I'm thankful that I have a place in which I can live. Because there are a lot of people who are experiencing homelessness. And it's true. When you have a home, you're very blessed. Yeah. But also, wherever you are, as long as you're around people who love you and you feel safe, that's your home. It doesn't matter how big it is. It doesn't matter how fancy it is. It doesn't matter if it's temporary or if it's a place where you're staying long term. If you feel safe there and you know you're loved, that's your home. And we hope that for everybody. We hope that there'll be a day when everybody has that. So not to get into a big civics lesson, but I did want to point that out. I have some things that start with the letter C in our letter sound box here. Let's see what's in here. Do you know what this is, Miss Eileen?
It's a can.
It's a can. And is the letter C making the hard sound or the soft sound? That's my hard sound. Yep, can. All right, now. Oh, I forgot to put the other thing. Oh, no, it's over there. You have to close your eyes. Okay, what's this?
Cow.
Cow, again, making the
hard
sound. And then this. Corn. Now, you might think, and that's the hard sound too, you might think that this is the country in here. But it's not. It's just a box with plastic things in it. All right, keep going this way because I'm going to go get the secret thing that I forgot.
The secret thing. Okay.
I forgot to add.
I'm not following you.
Okay. There we are. Okay. In the box, I forgot to put, it's the two sounds.
Can.
A can that is shaped like a cylinder. Isn't that cool?
Cylinder.
Yeah. 3D
Yeah.
shape. It's got like a circle on the top, a circle on the bottom, and a wiggly thing all around. I don't know what they call it. I think the technical term for it is wiggly. Yes, sides. So a can that's shaped like a cylinder. And there's one more person. I wanted. Oh no! I totally forgot. You know what? We need to stand up and do some music. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna stand up and we're gonna do a song that I love, and it's called the Goofball. Are you ready? Clap your hands, stomp your feet, wheel your butt around. Make a funny face at your neighbor, and howl like a big old hound. Oh, scratch your head like a monkey, flap your arms like a bird, get low to the ground like you were very, very small, jump up like a skyscraper 10 stories tall, turn around and down you fall. Then you're doing the goofball. A little faster. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, wiggle your butt around. Make a funny face at your neighbor. Howl like a big old hound. Woo! Scratch your head like a monkey. Flap your arms like a bird. Get low to the ground like you were very, very small. Jump like a skyscraper 10 stories tall. Turn around and down you fall. Then you're doing the goofball. Dude, I totally forgot about something else that starts with C. Counting.
Yes, and something else too.
What?
Candy.
Candy.
I thought you brought some candy over to put in the box.
I know, because I was afraid I would eat it.
That's
And it
okay.
would spoil my dinner.
That's okay.
Count your hands. Put up one hand, two hands. Wiggle all of your fingers. Close them up. Let's do 10. Ready? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was wonderful. Let's do it one more time, since we're doing it so well. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My friends, that is fabulous. I don't want to. Do I have time for one more book? How long have we been? Just hold on. I'm going to see how long we're doing. Oh, 26 minutes. I don't think we have time for the other book, but I do want to tell you about a man who was a scientist and who did a lot of work with peanuts. And I want to tell you about a great book about him. This guy here was the inventor and scientist, George Washington Carver.
And Carver begins with the letter C.
C, and what kind of C is it making? The hard sound, yeah. And this book right here, The Secret Garden of George Washington Carver,
Wow.
is so good. It's so good. So I just thought we'd introduce George Washington Carver, a little city and countrified, and of course, Miss Rebecca, don't be sad. I think we'll bring him back next week.
Hello.
Do me a favor, my friends. Will you do me a favor? Will you kiss your beautiful brain? Will you kiss your loving heart? And look in the mirror, look in the mirror, look in the mirror. And say, hey, good looking. Because yins is all good looking, just the way yins are.